there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a get ready with me style video, and I'm going to be trying a mix of newerish makeup with some old makeup. And when I'm talking about new, it's usually new to me, but I think I have a mix of some favorites and some stuff maybe you haven't tried yet. So hopefully it will be helpful to see these products live and in action. I don't know, some people might also call this like a shop my stash or get ready with me shopping in my stash. I can't always do videos on new makeup, so I wanted to do a video of just like me getting ready and using a whole bunch of different products that are things I haven't really used in a while and I want to use them. But usually all of this stuff has been featured in a past video, so it's just going to be a look. We're just going to do it, and you get to see me in my full chin acne mode. I don't know, I've talked about this quite a few times in my skincare videos. I get chin acne real easy, and sometimes it's under control, and sometimes it's not. I've been using a retinol over the counter, and for the most part I think it seems to help, but this winter I've been getting really dry everywhere, even though it doesn't look like that right now. Just really dry everywhere, but my chin is where I break out still. So I've been using really hydrating ingredients and products to counteract the retinol, but I don't know if I shouldn't put any of that stuff near my chin because it's just always breaking out. So that's fun. Alright, so we're gonna get started. Put my hair back. Some of you have noticed I have gone more blonde, brighter. I actually didn't mean to go this bright. I think I wanted like a brighter blonde, or I actually wanted like a cooler tone blonde. And then my hairdresser showed me a picture. She's like, do you want something brighter like this? And I was like, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Well, the woman in the photo had like completely blonde hair, and I didn't before. So she also did like a ton more highlights in the same color as the photo, but I didn't really want this many because the grow out is so much more dramatic. But she said next time she could do some shadow roots, so the it grows out a little bit better. So yeah, I don't mind blonde. It's just a lot. It's a lot of maintenance. My hair feels a lot drier and more damaged after doing all that, but it is nice to get my hair done. And you know, have a brighter look after like a year of like not really doing my hair. I did it once in November, but I just got really like low-key highlights and a haircut, but this time we just went really blonde. Alright, let's start with the Sisley Instant Eclat Instant Glow Primer. I have a sample. If you guys haven't seen my latest Sisley video, I got a whole bunch of samples and new makeup. And I haven't tried this primer yet, so we're going to be trying this. This is not new to Sisley. Ooh, this is runny. This definitely looks glowy. Look at that shimmer. So I'm just plopping this on. It definitely smells like a little bit floral, not too much. I think this is, so there's the Double Tensor from Sisley, which isn't really a primer, but everyone uses it like one. This is their actual primer, and it's pretty. You can see kind of the back of my hand, a little bit of sheen. We'll see how it does with my skin. So I'm gonna try the Neo Nude, the Giorgio Armani again. I have the shade, ooh, I don't know, number 2, I think. Go ahead and show you on my palette. If you don't have a glass palette for like mixing foundations, try the Scott Barnes one. He does have sales sometimes and you can get money off. You don't have to pay full price for a piece of glass, but it is really nice. So I'm going to use my sponge try to cancel out some of the redness and acne going on in my chin. People say, you know, chin acne is hormonal. Well, I'm not due for my period anytime soon. I take oral contraceptives, and I have been doing so for a long time. So I shouldn't have fluctuations in acne, but I will say the beginning of this week has been a little bit stressful. Been staying up late. Haven't been super good about applying my skincare after I wash my face. So my skin has kind of had some periods of dryness before I like attack them with a whole bunch of products. So that might be a contributor, but you know, hard to say. I think concealer's gonna have to be going on in this area. So I haven't used this foundation in a while, the Neo Nude, and I don't know if it's the primer or just the way my skin is right now, which to me isn't great, but this foundation doesn't look bad right now. I generally try not to give up on foundations that don't perform well right away. I like to keep trying them, and I mean, I have a lot of foundations right now, in my opinion, mostly because of this channel, but I don't like to keep buying a ton of them to use them like 1 or 2 times and move on and then try the next one for the next video. I do have some in mind that I want to get, even though I don't need them, and I do have one on the way actually, but it's a different kind of a foundation. To me, it's not going to be like a real foundation. But the one I do want to get eventually when there's a good sale, might not be till next fall, is the Chantecaille Future Skin Compact Cushion Foundation. I want to try that. I heard Future Skin, like in the regular pot version, was messy, but also like really light coverage, but everyone seems to love the compact version. I just want to point out real quick my nails. Now, don't judge me for how I do them, because I do them myself and the edges are not clean. And this looks pretty blurry. But I did a white base and then a light pink on top of it. Like, it's a pink that would normally not show up on my nail very well because it's so sheer. And then I did like a holographic pink purple topper. And I'm just kind of loving them right now. The topper is from Holo Taco. And so is the white. And then the pink, I think it's from like Ella and something. I got it from Target. If you guys are curious, comment below. But I'm digging the light, the sparkle. Alright, onto concealer. I have the Dior Forever Skin Cracked. I haven't used this one in a while. We're just gonna tackle my chin with concealer. This is probably way too much. Wow, this concealer looks really yellow in this light. Not exactly my shade, but oh well, close enough. It's supposed to be cool rosy, but it looks kind of yellow. This concealer is really easy to blend. If you want to be really detailed with your concealer, you can continue to use like a little sponge like I was using under my eye. Sometimes I do that, but this is such a large area. I think I'm good. I'm not going to try to completely cover everything because for me it gets real cakey and unnatural looking. So we're just going to stop there. Quit while I'm ahead. I'm going to move on to powder. We're going to avoid cream products today. Well, for the most part. And I'm going to use my trusty Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm trying to use this up. This isn't new. This is not exciting for you all, but I just want to give it a good finish and move on to my other powders I have tons of product of. So So I'm filming right now on a Friday evening after work, and I find that Fridays are like usually my best days to film during the week, because I feel like, okay, whatever I have to do for work that I can't do, that I don't want to do after hours, can wait till Monday. So perfect time before the sun goes down and nighttime begins is for me to film. Oh, I forgot to do my under eye powder. I want to start using the McGrath one a little bit more often. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime. This is the light shade. It's basically white. I'm pretty much already powdered, but oh well, we're just gonna overdo it. You know, I was gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury powder too, but I think I'm good. Let's do a bronzer. I haven't used this bronzer in a while. The Tom Ford Glow Bronzer in Terra. I have the white packaging. Pretty shade. It's not really glowy to me at all. I would actually, some people consider it a satin. I think it's a matte. For all intents and purposes, I think it's a pretty matte bronzer. It's not glowy to me at all, but some of you may disagree. Just a really easy bronzer and nice tone for light skin. They have golden, which is warmer. This is a little bit more neutral. I don't know about you, if you guys study your face at all. I don't really recommend doing that, but I have some symmetry issues where I have a line on this side. I think it's just fat in my face, and probably is from sleeping on my side. I don't know if I sleep on this side more than the other, but there's this line here that's not on this side. And I just noticed it, and I'm like, oh, I either need to lose weight or I am like getting old. 33. Aging is coming apparent. I know, for those of you that are older, please don't judge me for saying that, but I don't know if you guys like noticed on your face when things are like clearly different. Maybe you had, you know, these lines kind of showed up more. This line doesn't go away quite as fast. I had wrinkles under my eyes for some time now. That's not really new to me, but this guy is new. Alright, on to blush. So today I was watching another YouTuber, Michelle Wong, and she bought some new Chanel blushes. I have the old version, and she said they reformulated the blush formula, and she was super disappointed because the OG blush formula, like, everyone loves. No complaints about it, but for whatever reason, I assume maybe it's cheaper to make the new formulation. But she said basically she bought 5 blushes, not as pigmented. Some of the shade colors with the same names are not the same color. And some are matte now, and they used to be satiny. That wasn't the case across the board, but some of the shades are no longer satin. I have the shade Rose Bronze, and I have to admit, like, this is my first Chanel blush. It's definitely more satin, a little bit of glow, more than I expected. But, you know, I don't mind it. But I don't know if, like, Chanel changed their formula to be a little more user-friendly. Or maybe people requested that it's not shiny. But Michelle was saying, like, see how much pigment you get? Like, she could take a brush, do a couple swipes, and get enough product for both cheeks. And that wasn't the case with the new formulation of the Chanel blush. Like, I probably put way too much right there. But that's kind of what people are used to. Like, when you have that pigmentation, these blushes last forever because a little goes a long way, couple swipes, one and done. But when you have to build up, I mean, some people prefer that. I don't know. Interesting what companies do, right? Let's go into highlighter. I haven't used Cookie in a while. This is the Benefit highlighter Cookie. It's really bright. Kind of a pinky, peachy, silvery, I don't know, really light gold color. Blend that out, blend a little bit too much. If you guys have Cookie, pull it out, start using it again, because you will fall back in love. Look how shiny that is. Alright, on to brows. This is the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. This isn't my favorite, but I don't want it to go to waste. I don't find that it has a lot of hold, so you can easily kind of move your brows around after applying this. It does give a fast brow, fast fill in. A little bit hard to control, but that's okay. This is a little bit dark for my hair now. Had like less of a blonde highlight. This will work fine. Now it's a little bit more dramatic. Alright, I was gonna do this blush too. This is the Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Magic Hour blush. I don't know, maybe we can do a little top off. This is when you own too much makeup that you double down unnecessarily. Whoopsies. I did want to mention the formulation change on the Chanel one though. This has a lot of glow to it, even more than the Chanel, but the color kind of reminds me of the Chanel. So we're going bold blush today. Woohoo! Alright, my complexion is complete. Now just on to the eyes and lips. I'm going to do a little bit of prep with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Primer. This stuff will last you forever, but only comes in one shade, and I think it's incredibly light. But it will cancel out all your imperfections on your eyelid. And when I mean imperfections, just what skin looks like. Veins, redness. So it's a little bit stark against, you know, your normal skin color or foundation color. Should really apply this with a brush. Eyes are primed. I want to do a little bit of a mist because before I do my eye makeup, because my eye makeup doesn't really need to be misted. I don't like to mist with mascara on, so I'm going to use the Glow Recipe Watermelon Mist. Another product I need to use up because I've had it for a while. Just kind of melds your powder to your foundation. So if you're over powdered and you look dry, feel deserty, like a desert, this will really refresh your skin. Do I think it's necessary, like that brand specifically? No. Any mist that you like that kind of wakes up your skin will be good for makeup. Just gotta pay attention to how much water comes out. You don't want to put too much of little water droplets showing up in your powder. Alright, on to the eyeballs. I kind of want to play with a couple colors. So this is what's in front of me. I have the Dior 5-color quint, and this is Trafalgar, which is number 879, Rouge Trafalgar, the red. And I'm thinking, instead of using the pink that has like a ton of glimmer in it, I might use this golder shade on here from the Chantecaille Luxe Eye Duo Grand Canal. So maybe these together. And then maybe incorporate a liquid Chromium eyeshadow from Natasha Denona. This is Dogbane. So let's do some swatches first so you can get an idea of what I want to use. So Rouge Trafalgar, I have a video using this. I think it's a really nice palette. Everyone loves the soft cashmere one, which I wouldn't mind picking up during the new Sephora sale. And that is coming up. I will have to do a video on my picks and what I'm going to put in my cart and possibly purchase. Oh, these are so soft. I mean, look at that color. So good. That's the red in the middle. And then the pink is pretty. It's a little bit too much glitter-y stuff. I don't mind high shine shimmer, I just don't like fallout. And with certain particles you get some fallout. So I'm going to avoid that pink shade. It is pretty, it does go with the palette. But we're going to try this lighter shade over here. I think this will be pretty with these shades over here. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, and Dogbane. Maybe this? I just want to use these before they dry up, you know. Ooh, that's a little dark. Oh, it looks really green right now. It's red though, see that? So it kind of goes, right? Let's start with this pink peachy shade first. Play it a little bit safe, just all over the lid. Just to get our creative juices going and lay down a little bit of a, you know, really safe middle of the road base. And then I want to start defining my eye with this shade. It looks crazy, right? Just super weird. Now we're going to disperse that rich color. It's like a new level of sunset that's really rosy and peach. I'm digging it. For my under eye, I want to go red, which is probably going to be interesting. Going for that real pink eye look. You could use a white liner on the under waterline, the lower waterline, to kind of avoid that sickly sort of vibe. I don't think it's that sickly, but some of you might think so. You just want to, you know, blend it out. You don't want it to look like an eyeliner if it's just supposed to create a shadow. Let me pull out that white liner that I have. This is from BH Cosmetics. This is the Power Pencil in white. I haven't used this in a while. Here. Does that look better? I mean, I don't really care, but some of you might. It's a good way to counteract the redness. Yeah, I think the white liner looks a little bit freaky to me. I don't always do it because it looks a little odd, but we're okay with being a little odd. Alright, before I get into Dogbane, we're going to use this one in the inner corner-ish part of the eye. The inner part of the eye. Just a little extra reflection. If you have like fine lines on your eyes, I think the inner corner is a good place to put this kind of a shade, even if you have, you know, a little bit of a wrinkle, a crepey skin, because I think it's flattering no matter what in this area. It just brings light to the center of the face. Now you don't have to go super high like I did. You could keep it real tight and small, but I am always a fan of a lighter in the middle. But I think the shade goes pretty well with the red and where we want to put it. This applicator is a little bit challenging because it's a little large for your eye. So gonna like use a really tiny brush. It's an eyeliner brush, and just kind of maybe use this as an eyeliner-ish, or we're gonna see. A little tricky to apply with this brush, but I do think this works as an eyeliner. I was gonna use my Sisley like kind of basic greenish brown eyeliner, but I don't mind this. It's a little bit tricky to apply with this brush, but I like the reflect it's giving. I think this eyeliner really made things a little bit more edgy and just a little bit of cool, and something just a little bit unexpected. It may look like really bronzy and like not substantial, but in person, in the light, you can really see the red shift. That's kind of brown. I'm digging it. Okay. I think that's really it for this look on my eyes. I'm going to do some mascara and do my lips, and we'll talk about the product when I get back. Alright, this is the final look. I put on some mascara from Sisley. This is the So Stretch #1. And I have to say, this formula, the brush, I think really prevents clumping. I don't get a lot of length or volume, but I get a good amount of definition. I think this is a mascara I'll have to continue to play with to figure out like how it's going to work best for me. It's fairly expensive. I wish it gave a little bit more length more quickly, but it's not a bad mascara. It's just very different than I'm used to. For lips, I did the McGrath Suburbia lip liner, and for lipstick, I did the Eldridge Velvet Beauty, which I am digging in the moment. My lips feel a little bit dry though. It's a comfortable matte, but I would like a little bit more. So I'm going to use the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Flash. This is number 154, Dossier. This is one of their more recent launches, and it doesn't give a lot of color, but it gives a nice shine. Kind of a top coat, if you will. Feel a little bit more alive. So I think it's a little bit more me now. Like, I don't mind a matte lip. It's just a little bit high maintenance looking, unreal looking, and just very polished, and I don't want to feel that polish on my lips sometimes. So I like to add a little bit of comfort and shine. I really hope you enjoyed this video, getting ready with me and using random products from my stash that I haven't used in a while. It was a lot of fun. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.